Last part of the programme relates to the current development works that I'm sure you've all seen. We're in the progress, as we all know, of developing the Salaam Centre. So to tell us more, we're going to welcome our trustee of this centre, Dr. Nizar Merali. After his talk, I feel no programme at SICM is ever complete without some tea. So we're going to have some tea and samosas and some biscuits available as well. So Nizar and Cole.
Thank you. Can I once again thank you all for participating in this afternoon's function. We really appreciate you giving up your time. So my name is Nizar Merali. I'm a local general practitioner. I've been at Welbeck Road Surgery for the last 37 years. And we look after about 20,000 patients. And I'm one of the founder members here and a trustee of this organization. And indeed, I think the next slide resonates with every word that I heard this afternoon from all of you. And this is what we are in one slide. This is our history. And some of the key features of this organization are, number one, women are at the forefront of our decision making. Okay? In the executive committee, established 30 years ago, a principle that we have held steadfast to. Okay? Number two, English has been our standard language at this center. It's the only language that acts as a common denominator for anybody coming from anywhere. So whether there's an Afghani refugee or a Somali refugee or a local Englishman or a Hindu, English is something everyone understands, and that's what we have here. Every deliberation is in English. If it so happens that we have a scholar who cannot speak English, we must have a simultaneous translation in English on the screen. Number three, we have empowered the youth of our community. Again, I heard that. Believe me, likes of myself are past sell-by date now. All I have to do is just deliver this project and I'm out. It's the young ones, Kumail and Mikdad and Maryam and Khadija weren't born when we started. They went through this organization. They were nurtured by the men and women of this organization. Number four, we have made sure that we have a relationship with the larger community. 15 years ago, my colleagues from the Central Mosque will agree with me that we said, for heaven's sake, come and use our premises. They're as much yours as they're ours. For 14 consecutive years, because of the lack of space at the Harrow Central Mosque, we made sure that the congregation was catered for every Friday, some 700 to 800 people attending until we demolished. Indeed, as we heard, St. Albans, the Methodist Church, we have been going out for the Christmas Mass for the last 7 years, once a year picnics, every month lunches at both ends. With the local synagogues, we've had seminars there and here. And Rabbi, you kindly come here and given us the TED Talks as well during Ramadan. So we are reaching out. We are penetrating the Hindu community as well, but we would love your help to really go a little bit further. So Naveen Shah and the others are in communication with us. Indeed, my Sunday morning walks that I do with my patients, have you ever met your MP twice in the same day? Well, I'm so lucky. Okay. So walks. So can I quickly tell you what this is all about? So really, we want to be the first of its kind, a Muslim center. Yes, indeed, a Muslim center, owned by Muslims, funded by and large by Muslims. But we truly want to open the doors to everybody. That's the decision that was made in year 2000. It took us 5 years to get planning permission, believe me. But thanks for the support of all the local councillors. And we finally did get the planning in 2011. We had our groundbreaking ceremony in 2014. And where are we now? 3 years on, we have completed our 2 floors of basement construction, which in a month's time we'll hopefully be able to walk on the ground floor and go down the normal stairs. But today, for those of you who wish to come to the site, you may be either able to have a look from the top or come down the temporary staircases that we have erected there. But come and have a look so that you can see what it all entails. Can I take you through some of, the Prophet's grandson, the Prophet's son-in-law, the Prophet's cousin, the 4th Caliph of Islam, Ali ibn Abi Talib, had this saying, and this is what has really inspired us. And let's just go on to the next slide. And let's go on to the next one as well. Okay, let's look at the plan. So this is the ground floor. As we come here, and as somebody again rightly, I think Rabbi, you mentioned, rich in Islamic architecture, but we haven't put a dome or a minara. A dome and a minara is not necessarily Islamic. It's cultural, Turkish origin. The first mosque of Islam was a square. In fact, a line on the ground. Yes? So why pluck in an Eastern concept into Western world? Okay? And the moment you put a minara and a dome, you're telling the person on the street, hey, this is a Muslim center, stay away. No minara, no dome. With respect, I'm not for a moment, I love my Harrow Mosque, my Central Harrow Mosque. That serves a different purpose. This is serving a different purpose. Here the intention is to invite the whole of the local community, please come in. This is as much your community center as it is mine. And we must make sure that our facilities here fulfills the needs of the local community. So did I invite my non-Muslims to my children's wedding some 15 years ago? Yes, I did. Did they come? Yes, they did. Why did they come? As a courtesy to me. Did they ever come again to my center uninvited? The answer is no, because there's nothing for them to do. The intention here is that once I invite Gareth and his family, Gareth will come again himself, uninvited, because of facilities which attract him and his needs and his daughter's needs. So let's just go through every floor of that plan. So as you enter, I wouldn't get the funding for it if I didn't put a prayer hall. Okay, so indeed we have a prayer hall here. Sorry, what's happened there? As you come in, so a large piazza, a large foyer, all in keeping with Islamic architecture of courtyards. Of course, I haven't got massive land here to put a courtyard, but we have the piazza, we have got the social area. Am I exceeding my time? No, okay, so no, stop me. If I ram on, please just tell me. So just to create space for social interaction, so important, so much part of a feature of Islamic architecture. So the prayer hall on the right, restaurant on the left. Okay, and a feature staircase, and this area obviously can act as exhibition area. You can have an exhibition on communal relationships, exhibition on Egypt, exhibition on Islamic contribution to science, for example, or whatever, on a monthly basis. Let's go either up the stairs or down the stairs. Which way are we going next? Okay, this is right to the bottom. This is -2. Which we've already excavated. So -2, we have a sports hall, Sports England-sized sports hall for badminton court, volleyball, netball, basketball, what have you. And on this floor, we also have a 100-seater auditorium. So an event like this can quite easily fit in there. And it has the sloping floor, and you can have it as a drama stage or a cinema. So that's on that floor. And on this floor, we also have a female changing area and a female gender-specific gym. Women, not necessarily Muslims, women, I mean, needless to say, we came up with this short list by doing various exercises and with focus groups to try and see what the community needs. So we were amazed to see that there's a need, not by necessarily Muslim community, women of Muslim community only, but the larger of the community, that we want a gender-specific gym as well. So here we are going to have that. That's going to be a beauty parlor. If you go 1 floor up, needless to say, the sports hall has to be double height, so there's nothing over that. Here we have the male gym and the male changing area. We have a sports studio and state-of-the-art kitchen. Hopefully, we have to try and recover. We have to try and earn some money. So wedding catering, school catering, or whatever, we'll make sure that we are able to fulfill the needs of the local communities, catering needs, businesses or whatever. Let's go next floor. So we are now skipped the ground floor and we're now on the first floor. On the first floor, we have another hall here, which is going to be a multi-purpose hall, which can add up as a banquet hall or a wedding banquet, conferences, whatever. We have a roof garden for entertainment. We have a youth center, a library, an IT room, a multi-faith room. So we mean what we say, yes? So any other member of the faith other than Muslim, if he or she wanted to have space for their spiritual needs, there is space here designated specifically for that. And then one floor up, we have the admin area and we have a media room there. And then a building which is going to be freestanding, and the final phase is when this bit gets demolished, and so does those two houses over there. And then we have what's called the Children's Centre. If you have the next slide. No slide. Okay, so there's a standalone Children's Centre on three floors. Oh, here we are. Yeah, this is it. Yeah. So this is where they are. So this is the first floor of the Children's Centre. Do you want to go? Is it represented on every slide? There you are. So this is top floor, party rooms, whatever. So standalone Children's Centre where 39 and 37 Gloucester Road is. Okay, some of the images. Shall we have a look at some of the images? These are architects' images. Okay, this is okay. So this is what the night scene is, the night view. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is what the prayer hall. This is the roof garden. Not very clear vision there. Let's just have a look. Are there any more slides? Okay, don't worry if you haven't. So there is some images of the restaurant, of the first floor, the foyer, or the staircase. You can't see those? Don't worry, but they're on the website. Okay, the Salaam Centre website has got all those images. And that's it. Men and women, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.